last preseason game, you talked about carryover on Monday. What is it more? Is it more carryover? Is it was anything more you want to see to kind of finish off this preseason in a positive manner?
Yeah, less mental errors, less coverage mistakes, and more of what we're looking for. More pace, more kick aheads, more ball movement. We're asking a lot of our guys right now early, but they're more than capable of handling it. But one day at a time, one game at a time, just keep getting better, keep playing the right way. We'll keep progressing.
Do you imagine rotation minutes will stay the same tonight?
Trying to keep it the same. In a game like this, you never know. We'll read this one probably at halftime, figure this out at halftime, and see if we continue with our group, or maybe let that next group run. But I'd like to get more of a run tonight. I would.
Anybody not injured who you might sit out?
No Nick tonight. I think that's it. Yeah.
No Cody.
And no Cody. Yeah. Cody Martin.
How's Jalen been doing? I know he got a late start to camp. How's he kind of picking up things so far?
Well, he's a smart kid. He's very bright. He's very bright. Understands the game. A really good worker. He's working on his craft. Our coach has done a great job working with him. Getting him film and getting him up to speed. He's picked it up. That kid's got a chance because of his work ethic, his motor. He's got defensive length, which we love. You look at our group, we're trying to build a roster that has versatility, length, athleticism. He has that.
What do you like about pushing? You talked so much this preseason about trying to push pace and keeping them conscious of that.
Yeah.
What do you like about that? What do you like about playing that way?
It's a little uncomfortable because I'm not, I didn't grow up playing this pace, this style. But that's the direction of, our league, our roster. Possessions are just going up, more and more every single year. I don't know where we're at in the preseason. We're, not as high as I'd like to be, but at our current pace, we'd have been number 1 or number 2 in the NBA last season at this pace, right? So, but I don't want to be reckless either. Playing with pace doesn't have to be reckless. I think you've seen a lot of NFL teams. I look at the NFL as well. They're keeping speed. They're keeping pressure on the defense. What I do like when I say pace is really pressure on the defense. Instead of walking it up, letting the defense get set, playing offense for 16 seconds, I want the defense to play at 21. That 5 seconds is significant when you start to move it. If this group can stay disciplined, continue to move the ball, we should find a pretty good shot in 21 seconds. I understand it's a 24-second shot clock, but by the time you get it across half court, we're about 21 seconds. Let's play offense for 21 seconds. We should find a really good shot. And then last year, we had success in our shot selection and our effective field goal percentage in that early pace. We just didn't do it enough. And this is a little uncomfortable for everybody. The NBA is a long game. Can you continue to play at that pace for 48 minutes? That's the challenge. And sometimes you have to have a roster. You always have to roster that can do that. Last year, I'm not sure we had the personnel to continue to play at this pace. We could in stretches, but not for a full 48.
And when you talk about that, kind of the way you put that, people hear the word pace and they associate it with frantic.
Yes.
And what I hear coming from you is no, like when you talk about parallel to getting the ball snapped in an NFL game.
Get up to the line
it's
of
about
scrimmage.
Attacking.
Get up to the line of scrimmage and figure it out.
Yeah.
Get up to the line of scrimmage and figure it out. Make your reads, right? I want these guys to be like Cam Newton or whoever you select today. I don't know who you're selecting, but you get to the line of scrimmage and I want you to read and make plays and keep that defense guessing.
Make them adapt to you.
Yeah. And through that, we're playing through a lot of concepts, so it's more get the ball across half court early and get to our concepts. That's really what we've worked on for the most part to this point. Less sets, more concept-based, more pace-based, more read-based. And we're just going to have to install plays as we go because we know in an NBA game, in a fourth quarter, the game's going to slow down. You have to execute half-court sets in an NBA game to win games. But the overarching focus right now is on that pace and the concepts right now.
And it's fair to say, right, that if you make an effort to advance the ball into the offensive end of the court more rapidly, what I'm saying is with more of a sense of urgency, it's also putting less pressure on you offensively because you would hypothetically have more reads to go through against whatever the defense is showing you, right?
Correct. And we want to have reads that are much more clear.
Okay.
You know, when you're playing against a team that's scrambling, your read should be much more clear. That I see where the open man is. If my spacing is correct, and we just want teams to, you know, over time in a 24-second shot clock, they will break down. That's the goal in doing this. But we have mistakes as well, as you're seeing, right? I recognize that. We're high in turnovers right now, higher than I'd like to be, but that comes with the territory right now. So I got to live with some of that as we build this base of an offensive philosophy.
But if you're operating with 20 seconds left in the shot clock when you're into your offensive zone,
right,
as opposed to, you know, another 3 seconds wasted just sort of getting into it, it's a different dynamic as far as the options, I would think.
I would agree with you. I think you have more options the more time you have.
Coach, you started Monday, fourth quarter, the lineup that had Rozier, Devontae Graham, and Malik Monk, and you guys went on a 16-2 run in less than 4 minutes, going 5 of 6 from 3. What do you particularly like about that lineup, and do you think it goes into the regular season in real games?
You know, we used a little bit of this last year. Multiple ball handlers, guard-oriented, guys that can get to the rim, shoot the ball, playmake for others. You know, we understand we lost a lot of playmaking last season. Now let's put 2 or 3 of those guys on the floor together and see what we can do. You know, obviously Bacon's growing in playmaking ability. Miles is growing in that area. This is new for Terry. But more of those guys that you can put on the floor that can make plays. And I think Tay's one of those guys, Malik's one of those guys, and Devontae's one of those guys. I thought it looked pretty good for the first run. I'm not afraid to look at it again.
And Devontae's shooting, he's looked really confident throughout the preseason just from 3. Is that something you said that you wanted to be aggressive, you challenged him to do that?
He's had a really good summer. You got to give him credit. He's worked, he's been in the gym, he shoots the ball with a lot of confidence. We need him to. And he may go through stretches where it's not dropping. I want him to keep shooting it. If he misses 5 in a row, I want him to shoot the next 5 and not hesitate. We believe in his shot, and he's got to make shots for us. He understands that. And I think he opened up the other night, and he's feeling much more confident.
And just to confirm, I saw Marvin Williams had an illness. He's doubtful. Is he playing tonight?
No Marvin.
Okay.
No Marvin. Thanks everybody. Thank you.